The sound of their laughter still rings in my ears. Sharp, cruel, and loud enough to break something deep inside me. My name is Sophia. For years I've been the invisible daughter. The one who quietly sacrificed everything so my younger sister Elena could live her fairy tale. I worked late nights, gave up my savings, and put my own life on hold just to see her happy. That night was supposed to be the most beautiful evening of her life, her engagement party. The hall was breathtaking, sparkling lights, elegant tables, and flowers that cost more than my monthly rent. Everyone was dressed beautifully. I wore a simple dark green dress, hoping I could blend into the background and just support my sister. But from the moment I arrived, the whispers began. Look at Sophia, still alone. At this rate, she'll be attending Elena's wedding as the lonely older sister. My own mother gently pulled me aside and said, "Sweetheart, tonight is about Elena. Try not to draw attention to yourself." I forced a smile. I always did. Even when my heart felt heavy. I sat at the far corner of the long family table, watching everyone celebrate. Elena looked radiant beside her fiancé, Lieutenant Commander Marcus Reed, a decorated Navy SEAL. He was tall, serious, and carried himself with quiet strength. I had barely spoken to him before. I had no idea that this night would become the moment my family would humiliate me, and the moment everything would change. The party was in full swing. Toasts were being made. Glasses clinked. Then my uncle grabbed the microphone, his voice already slurred from too much champagne. He looked directly at me and announced with a mocking grin, "We all know Elena is the star tonight, but let's be real, we've been waiting for Sophia to finally catch up. At her age, she should be married by now, not still, well, you know." The entire room burst into laughter. My aunt clapped. My cousins pointed. Even Elena covered her mouth and giggled. My father looked down at his plate, saying nothing. The humiliation washed over me like ice-cold water. I had paid for half of this extravagant party when my parents fell short. I had taken extra shifts at work so Elena could have her dream ring. I had listened to her cry for hours about wedding stress while ignoring my own exhaustion. And this was how they repaid me, by turning me into the joke of the night. My eyes burned with tears I refused to shed. I wanted to stand up and leave, but my legs felt too weak. I had never felt so small, so broken, so completely invisible in my own family. But what I didn't know was that someone had been watching everything. Marcus slowly rose from his seat. The laughter began to fade as this strong, commanding man in his crisp navy dress uniform walked across the room. Every eye followed him. He stopped directly in front of me. My heart was pounding. Then, without saying a word at first, he stood straight, raised his hand, and gave me a sharp, perfect military salute. The whole room fell into stunned silence. You could hear hearts beating. Marcus spoke with a deep, steady voice that reached every corner of the hall. I've served alongside the bravest men and women this country has. But the strongest person I've seen is sitting right here tonight. Sophia sacrificed her own dreams and savings so this engagement could happen. She worked tirelessly while the rest of you celebrated. She carried this family when no one noticed. So tonight, I'm not saluting the bride or the groom. I'm saluting the woman who made it all possible. He held the salute for a long moment, looking straight into my eyes with genuine respect. My mother's face went pale. Elena sat frozen, her smile completely gone. My uncle who had started the mockery looked like he wanted the floor to swallow him. The same people who had laughed at me moments ago now stared in uncomfortable silence. Marcus gave me a small nod of honor and returned to his seat. That single salute shattered years of disrespect. It exposed how cruelly I had been treated. For the first time, my family saw me, truly saw me. Elena came to me later that night, tears in her eyes, whispering apologies. My mother tried to brush it off as just party talk, but the shame on their faces was clear. The party ended early. The joy had vanished. In the days that followed, something beautiful happened inside me. I stopped shrinking myself. I stopped seeking their approval. That night taught me that real respect often comes from unexpected places, and sometimes the best revenge is simply being recognized for your quiet strength. If you've ever been humiliated by the people who should love you most, remember this: your worth is not defined by their words. One day, someone will see your value. And when that moment comes, it will heal something deep inside you. Stay kind, but never forget your own worth. Thank you for watching my story. If it moved you, please like and share. Comment I see you below if you've